There we go. Very prepared this morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is the Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will, from Game On. And let's give it up to my co-hosts out there. Let's give him a big round of applause. You know him. You love him. He's freaking on. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Go. Oh, okay. That's perfect. There we go.
We're grunting like Shannon Sharp already.
Oh, we are. I thought StreamYard had deleted that one, and I was about to flip my shit.
Get you some, StreamYard.
We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. We've got a lot to talk about today. There's a lot we didn't get to yesterday. Mondays are always crazy. I feel like we cover so much, yet there's so much left on the table.
So much.
I am convinced that I've seen the future in the AFC and how the bracket's going to play out, Crick. I'm convinced. It's one of those visions. I mean, I've been having these visions lately, and I'm 2 for 2 on them. This one was the whole bracket. That's right, Jay Man. Good morning. So let's get paid in full. David's here. Grass Guy's here. How we doing? How are you doing this morning, sir?
I'm all right, sir. I'm all right. I'm a little irritated with the NBA referees this morning, but we know they suck. But beyond that, man, I'm all right. I ain't got nothing to be too worked up about. It's only a Tuesday, so we'll find some more winners today. How you doing, sir?
Good. I had a couple nice little winners yesterday. It felt pretty good.
Okay.
I played 2 NBA. I've been doing this thing where I play NBA. So my strategy is, if you're a good NBA team, you should win 80% of your home games and about 50% of your road games. Typically, that's what a good NBA team does. So I try to find teams that I perceive to be good NBA teams at home in a favorable spot. And I've been just taking them. So, like, let's say they're 80% to win on Kalshi, right? Like, they're a good favorite, 80%. I'll buy 100 shares for $80 to win that 20. I've been doing that. So I did that with Boston last night. And then I took Houston last night, and they were like 73. Well, at halftime, they were down like 4 or 5 or whatever, and they were at 54. So I double dipped and bought 200 more shares. They came back and won that thing.
Let's go, baby.
I know. It was a nice little it was a nice little winner there. So, you know who sucks? You know who absolutely sucks? Where's the clip? Where's the clip?
This guy sucks. Holy hell!
I was just looking at it. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh my God. Did you see what happened to them last night?
No.
They lost to the fucking Hornets at home 124-97 when they were 15.5-point favorites.
NBA teams of 15.5 or larger since 2006 are 20-381. Is that what that says?
Yeah, so if you're an underdog of 15.5 or more, you don't usually win these games. They win the game, they blew them out.
Blew them out for sure.
Like in the last 30 years, we've seen over 6,000 games with a double-digit spread. The Hornets' covered margin of plus 42.5 tonight was the 4th highest mark of those 6,000 games for teams as a double-digit dog. I'm talking about the fucking Hornets, LaMelo going into OKC and embarrassing them, dude.
Fraudulent.
Yeah,
man.
frauds.
Hey, man, can I show you something cool?
Absolutely.
Dude, check this out, okay? This is a card from a guy. His name's Clay Carroll, okay? He pitched in Game 7 of the 1975 World Series. He was part of the Big Red Machine for Cincinnati, all this stuff. He was big part of their bullpen during the 70, 72, and 75 pennant seasons, and they won the World Series in 75, and he actually got the win in Game 7 because he threw 2 hitless innings at Fenway Park against the Red Sox. But he lives here in town now, okay? And the guy that my dad works with is like next door neighbors with him. And he gave the guy my dad works with a ball signed by Pete Rose a couple months ago. Yeah, dude. And then he signed me. Check this out, bro.
Oh, 2 cricket.
2 cricket, bro. He personalized it and everything, man. Signed me a autographed card of his, man. And yeah, he's the winner of the 1975 Game 7 World Series. So I've talked to him. He's an older guy now, but I'm going to go up and meet him one of these days and try to get him to come on. He's like in his 80s, but I want to go up and meet with him and try to get him on the show one day, just kind of talk and give us some of those old stories and whatnot. But I want to go meet with him and sit down first and just kind of make sure he understands the whole, get him set up, make sure he's good to go and it's easy peasy and all that stuff. But I'm going to try to get him on the show one day, dude. But I thought that was pretty freaking cool.
That is freaking cool, dude. I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, my dad told me that he told me about the Pete Rose ball a couple months ago, and so I was like, man, that's awesome. And he called me the other day. He was like, hey, man, Mr. Carroll signed you a card. He wants me to bring it to you. And I was like, dude, let's go. And he's interested. He said if he could work it out, he'd get on the show with me and everything. That'd be cool, dude. I'd just like to hear some of them old school stories.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we can go back to it now. I just wanted to show you that, man.
They're complaining about the under in the Kraken game last night.
Man, how does that happen, bro? 1-1 after 2 periods. It's only 3-1. We got 3 minutes left. They give up an empty netter. It's still only 4-1. They put the goalie back in the net and still let him score another one, like 14 seconds later, dude. What are we doing?
When you're hot, you're hot,
Dustin Wolf is dead to me.
Hey, I had a hockey winner last night. Listen, I just woke up and saw that.
What'd you get, bud?
LA Kings. Shout out to betterday.com. They gave that one out, and I blindly tailed it.
Let's go. Winner.
I didn't even realize they were not that great of a team. But they beat the Wild 4-2.
Mm-hmm. Well,
they gave out the money line. I was contemplating the puck line, but I said, you know what? No, we'll just play the money line. So it was a nice little winner.
Nice man, we love winners.
Love that. A little extra in the Kalshi account. Oh God, I had another one of those. I told you on the Sunday show, I was like, oh God, I hit this parlay. I didn't even realize I hit, and I had extra money in the account. Well, what I did was with that. Now I figured out, since I have this Kalshi account, I can transfer money out of my BetOnline account into my Kalshi account, and I pay less fees than how I normally pull money out of there. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's freaking sweet.
Yeah.
And then, so I left like $15 in there, and I forgot that I did that parlay. I did that parlay on Kalshi. Forgot I also did it on BetOnline because I was comparing odds. And I was like, oh, it's $15. But it was the Giants, Raiders, Steelers money line.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up yesterday, surprised. I got to work and I logged into my BetOnline account and was like, "There's $211 in here. What the hell?" And I look, I go, "Oh, I hit that."
Hitting them everywhere, just hitting them and forgetting about them.
That immediately over to my account.
Let's go, yeah, man.
I left $15 in there, so we're gonna see what comes of this week. With
leave that 15, man.
Seems to be the strategy to leave 15 in there.
That might be the special number.
Oh man. Hey, recap something real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Whatever you want to chat.
We'll talk about this a little bit. Andrew down there, Illinois State plus 11. Never a doubt, baby. Never a doubt. I thought the Illinois State Redbirds, man, I thought they was going to be team of destiny up there, bro. They tried like hell. I watched the last little bit before halftime when Illinois State made it 14-7. And there was about 40 or 50 seconds left in the first half. And I will say, I turned it off then. I'd walk back inside, and I meant to turn it back on in the second half and forgot. But I guess Montana State scored in that last minute to make it 21-7 at the half. But Illinois State was able to come all the way back and force overtime, got the ball first in overtime, and scored, but had their extra point blocked in the FCS National Championship game. And then Montana State, they forced Montana State into a 4th and 10 in their possession in overtime. Montana State scores on the 4th and 10 play, the touchdown, and then winds up kicking the extra point to win the FCS National Championship 35-34 over Illinois State. So I wasn't going to be upset either team that won this thing. I always kind of pull for the dog in these spots. Illinois State was, like Andrew's saying down there, getting about 11 points in this thing. I felt like that was going to be too many. This game kind of snuck up on me, man. I almost forgot about it yesterday until my buddy texted me last night. I wound up putting a little bitty, like a half unit on Illinois State money line just for shits and giggles. And it wound up not coming through, but it's all right. It was a good little sweat there for a good season for Illinois State, man. They did defeat the juggernaut that is North Dakota State back in, I think, the second round. And they went on the road to UC Davis as dogs and won. And then they were on the road against somebody last week and won that damn thing too. And they were a dog in all of those games. So it was a crazy ending to that game, Grass Guy. Very crazy. But yeah, dude, it's kind of nuts to see, to think you have a chance to win a national championship on an extra point. I didn't know. I thought Illinois State might have went for 2 or something right off the rip, but I see down here it says they had their extra point blocked in OT. That's brutal, man. You got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. That's what cost you a national championship right there. But shout out to Montana State. Good win for them. I know they'd been close several times. Illinois State had made the championship some years back and did not win it. Neither one of these teams had won because, hell, North Dakota State's won something crazy. It was like, I want to say like 13 or 14 the last 20 national championships or something. The FCS. It's usually one of them whoever's winning the national championship usually comes from North or South Dakota in this thing, it seems like. Or I guess Montana now, because the Grizz are pretty good too. That's who Montana State had thumped them in the semis. Beat them pretty good. They'd only beat them by 3 back in the regular season, but beat them by 3 or 4 touchdowns in the semifinal game. But B-Mac, what's going on, man? Prairie View won straight up last night. I told y'all when B-Mac dials them little crazy spots in, everybody was in the chat telling him be careful with Prairie View. They 1-6 and all these different damn things and stuff. But when B-Mac finds a little crazy spot like that, like he found with Austin P a few weeks ago, and B-Mac's always coming in here finding one of these weird, crazy little angles or something like that. And that Prairie View A&M last night, whether they're like 7.5, 8.5 point dogs or something, B-Mac said, I'm going to take him on the money line, win it straight up. That man pisses excellence, bro.
Yeah, he sure does. He sure does. I placed a 20-1 bet yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I secretly really love.
Okay.
Because I heard 2 things. I heard a compelling argument on it. I was listening to Better Days podcast yesterday. I heard a compelling argument on it. I'm going to pull these things up right now so we can compare.
Good morning, Nandy.
It also follows my yes, good morning to everyone. It also follows my system when it comes to these awards.
Okay. Joseph, J man, see y'all over there too, man.
So I bet Puka to be offensive player of the year at 20-1.
He's 20-1?
Mm-hmm. Makes no sense. Let's compare. It's between him and JSN. Now remember, JSN had a hell of a start. Yes, JSN had a hell of a start to the season, right? Like, remember, it was every week you get 100 yards. We thought he was going to break the all-time record.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
But he ended up falling off. Like,
pretty massive.
He didn't really do shit down the stretch. You know what I mean?
I ain't seen him catch a pass in a month. I know he has, but I ain't seen it.
Yeah. And meanwhile, all Puka does is make these ridiculous catches in these games. So it also follows my system of the what have you done for me lately in the viewer's eye or the voter's eyes, right? Like, I feel like we heard and talked about Puka more. Now, granted, he was in the news for that podcast issue. So
it's bullshit. That's horseshit.
But he's in the news.
Yeah.
But let's compare, right? 129 catches Puka had this season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like every single one of those catches is some crazy freak catch.
Yeah, worth watching.
129. Jason has 119.
Okay, so we got a whole game's worth of catches more. Really, 2 games.
1715 to 1793. Okay.
So he's got 1793. Puka's got 1715.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like 75 more yards or so.
Yeah. I got you.
Roughly. 10 TDs. 10 TDs.
Okay.
Here's the separator. 2 separators. One. Let's see. JSN played in. Where's that? Where's it show me? I believe JSN played all the games this season, all 17.
Okay.
Where does it tell me that?
Just look at. It's hold on. I can find this. Let's see here. It's in there somewhere. It's in a weird little spot.
Anyways,
I'm like GP. It'll say games played GP. If you got,
I know. I don't freaking see it.
What did Puka play? How many did he play?
Play all of them? Heard yesterday he missed 2 games. 1 or 2 games. Where's the game played?
I won't find it for you. Hold on.
All right, while looking at that,
he played. JSN played 17. Go. If you want to go that, you go. Just go into the team and click on the stats section, and the first little section there says GP. It says games played. JSN played 17, and let's see what to find. Give me a second. I'll find Puka. But anyway, keep going.
The other thing with Puka is he has like 200 more yak yards, which I feel like that's important.
That's what I was going to ask you is what are the yak yards? I want to know the yards after the catch.
He has like 666 and JSN has 400 and something. So it's like 200 yards difference. And to me, it's what do you do when you get the ball? I mean, yeah, you got to catch it and whatnot, but what do you do?
Puka played 16 games.
Okay, so JSN played 1 more game than him, and their stats are
almost. Yeah, he got. I mean, because you figure if Puka, I mean, for one, Puka's already got 11 more catches. He's only back behind 75 yards. Puka plays that other game. He probably gets, for one, he's going to widen that gap on the amount of catches. He's probably going to catch you on the damn yards, and he's probably going to have more touchdowns than you because you can catch at least 1 in that damn game.
Mm-hmm.
I think. And do you think they punish him for like the fact that he played with the MVP, who's probably going to be the MVP? Do you think they're like, okay, it's not that impressive because you had the best quarterback in the league out there? Something like that. Do you think voters punish for that?
No, because you could play that, make that both the argument the other way. Matthew Stafford
there's
MVP because
yeah, I'm the reason he's MVP. I'm with you.
He's making all those crazy catches.
I'm with you. Yeah, because it's true. There's a lot of them catches that Matthew Stafford wouldn't have to his credit if Puka wasn't making a crazy play.
Yeah. So I mean, at like 20-1, I'm like, I'm not saying JSN won't win it, but I'm like, why is he? JSN's just the overwhelming favorite because he's been the favorite all year, you know?
Yeah, what are his odds?
Who?
JSN.
Over on Kalshi, he is.
I just can't figure out why he's that big of a favorite over him. I mean, I know it's. I mean, even with the what have you done for me lately? Like I ain't seen this guy really do much for the last month.
He's 91% on Kalshi.
Man, I'm not saying the guy don't deserve it. You know, you ain't arguing for either one of them. I just find it hard to believe that he's that big of a favorite on this.
Same. I'm like, doesn't make any sense. Like this should be closer to 50-50.
I agree. The value's totally on Puka at 20-1 there. It should totally be more around 50-50. I mean, it's a coin flip in my opinion.
Yeah. So I said, screw it. We'll see what happens over this next month. But I know the voting's going on, but I think people are going to be like, I think the voters are like, oh yeah, it's Jason. And then they sit down and look at the stats and they go, wait a minute. Hold up.
I think all the thing they're seeing is that, okay, the Seahawks are the number 1 seed now, yada, 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 all that shit. And so they want to kind of factor that in. But hell, I mean, the offense hasn't been overly impressive for the last month. It's the defense that's got them that number 1 seed.
I mean, look at last game, 6 catches, 84 yards, 9 catches, 72 yards, 8 catches, 96 yards with 1 touchdown, 7 catches, 113 yards, 7 catches, 92 with 2 touchdowns, only 2 catches for 23 yards. Yeah, so ever since right before Thanksgiving was his last like huge game where he was having these like 167 yards and whatnot, right? And 2 tutties. He's only had, since Thanksgiving, he's only had 3 touchdowns and he's only had 1 game over 100 yards. I mean, all these other games, I mean, are great. You know, good stats. But I mean, when we're comparing, when we're comparing, like when you're talking about the offensive player of the year, you know what I mean?
Click on see all over there. Go down.
I was gonna go to game log.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that'll work too.
Let's see. 10 for 76 and a touchdown, 5 for 47 and a touchdown, 12 for 225 and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, dude, that's he single-handedly got me to the fantasy championship. Puka is not a bum. He got me the fantasy championship with that performance.
Okay, look what Puka's done since Thanksgiving. Okay, 6 for 72, 7 for 167 and 2 touchdowns, 9 for 181, 12 for 225 and 2 touchdowns, 5 for 47 with 1 touchdown, 10 for 76 with 1 touchdown. But this 3-game stretch right here, holy cow, dude.
And dude, that's literally the stretch right there that kind of defines the season. I mean, you can, like I said, right there, that's a big deal to me. Being able to put up those numbers that late in the season after Thanksgiving when your team really needs you to be putting it on the line, man.
Yeah.
Not the JSU team. I mean, not that he played bad or anything like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that he shouldn't win the award. Either one of, once again, like the MVP, either one of these guys I'm fine with, but I don't think he should be that big of a favorite.
No. So I'm hoping some people come to their senses. I mean, it's already gone up a little bit since I bought into it yesterday, but fingers crossed on that one.
Fingers crossed. Hey, I want to ask you about something. They're kind of talking about it down here in the chat, I think. He said, Megatron says, so someone made $400K on Polymarket betting on a, what is that, Maduro capture?
Yeah.
What is that?
That was, we kind of talked about it yesterday. That was
over a country or something?
No, that was Venezuela's president that the U.S. arrested.
Okay. I've seen stuff over here on Sports Picks of everybody, and I'm just curious about that. I was kind of thinking out loud this morning, but I've seen some people post some stuff over there. And shout out to my guy Peter; he's always posting great stuff over there on Sports Picks. But it's like, okay, this says, will Russia enter Orkiv by December 31st? I guess of this year, maybe or something. I don't know. Russian forces are approaching Orkiv and have started bombing the place. They should enter the city this month. Just enter, not capture. This is, I'll trust the Chechens. But is it just me, or is it a little weird that we're betting on countries being invaded and bombed and stuff? Is that not a little weird to you?
You ever bet on a T-ball game?
A T-ball game? Only if I'm there and I got some ones in my pocket and I'm bored.
Some people think that's weird.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually bet on a T-ball game. Now, don't get it twisted. I have gone to a middle school football game and shit and put ones on whether it be a completed pass or if it's going to be a run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know?
I've done that. I just feel like that's kind of weird, dude.
I mean, I feel like if there's people that want to bet on it,
I don't care. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, we're basically betting on misery.
You could also bet against it. You know, you can bet the no.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just
be like, listen, you're crazy. The Russians ain't going to do that. I'm going to bet $20 on the no.
I'm not throwing shade or anything like that. I don't care what y'all bet on. But hey, everybody's money's green and everything. But I just scrolled out there and I was like, man, we can literally bet on everything now.
Yeah, I mean, you can bet on what the weather's going to be like in New York at 5 p.m. today. You know what I mean?
That seems a little harmless to me, though.
I mean, it's not like you're harming anyone betting on war. Like Jamie says, I'm all for the finding edges, removing your emotions, but war markets are one I'm just not comfortable touching. That's fine. Maybe you're not. Other people, but other people, it might not bother them. And it's not like they're going in there, them betting on it's not going to change the outcome of it happening or not.
That guy didn't pick up his rifle or nothing. So,
it's just like people that like, you know, politicians who have, you know, insider knowledge and they start buying like, war stocks, like these companies that make weapons and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same shit.
Okay, fair enough. No, I'm with you.
I saw someone complaining, bitching about insider trading is ruining predictive markets and whatnot. And I'm like, dude, there's insider trading in every market, in the stock market and everything like that. The dude freaking made a bet because he saw the pizza orders were going up. I mean, that guy did.
That's what I'm
doesn't
saying.
mean. Yeah, it doesn't mean he was going to be right. Just because the pizza orders are going up, and that means that something's happening at the Pentagon, doesn't mean we were going to go to Venezuela. Maybe something else was happening, you know?
Yeah, no, and like Joseph says, if politicians can make money on war, why can't the average Joe? I'm fine
Exactly.
with it, man. I was scrolling out through there this morning, and I was just seeing that, still getting the sleepy wiped out of my eyes and stuff, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! We can literally bet on everything now."
Thank you, Miss Leslie. She says defense contractor stocks. It's early this morning. I couldn't think of the right term for it.
Okay, we didn't even say hello to our friends yet, man.
Yeah, we did. I said it earlier.
Did we?
Yeah.
You normally pull it
Let's
up.
run through it again.
All right, yeah, okay. Let's say hello again, man.
Grass guys here. David's here. Supporting's here. Good morning. Good morning. Jamie's in the house. How we doing? Let's see. Oh, Jamie said something over here. I'm not quite sure what I think of Better Days picks. They oscillate between profit and loss. I take them when it's straightforward money line spreads and totals. It's just one of those things. Like I've been following those guys for a long time. Like they don't like on Better Day right now. They don't have a huge profit. Like they're still in the positive, but they don't have a huge. It's not like they're up 20 units or something. I pick and choose. I don't just blindly tail them. I know, like when Scott gives out hockey picks, Scott's really good at hockey picks. When McKinsey puts out an NBA pick, that guy is 57% over the last 4 years. Like over 500 bets, he's hitting 57%.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. In the NBA, especially.
Says Bet Online also has made it really difficult to bet player prop. Dude, you can't. That's another reason why I haven't been betting on Bet Online that much lately, because they do make it hard on player props, and you just don't get the right payout. Like, it's frustrating. There's some things I want to bet on Kalshi that's not there, so I have to use Bet Online, but I know I'm getting the worst of the number. That's why I've shifted most of my stuff over to Kalshi.
Yeah. Ooh, good win, Megatron. Megatron, I almost flipped to the other side of that. I wound up not betting Ohio State because I ain't trusting those little system plays right now where the unranked teams favor the ranked team in college basketball. And Nebraska wound up going to Nebraska, the Cornhuskers have the longest active winning streak in college basketball. They have won 19 straight games going back to last season.
Corn.
Yeah.
It's corn.
They went on the road and won a big one, I think 72-69 over the Buckeyes last night there. You could have got a little plus 130 on them Huskers last night, man.
That sounds pretty good. B-Max in the house. Sporting's here. Mighty Megatron. Blues here. How we doing, everyone? Miss Leslie's in the house. Of course. Make sure I'm not missing any. Buku's here. It's man. Edos. Good morning. Hopelessly Persistence here. Good morning. Pissant's in the house. I think I got everyone on the Rumble side of things. Looks like Cameron over here tailed one of your picks or one of your ideas.
Man, he putting them together. That guy over there, he putting together on the early show. He likes the early looks and stuff. That man hit it in the mouth yesterday, man.
Oh, look at this. Took the went under the lowest total and over the highest total. Good little.
I'll tell you,
that's
system a good system every day in the NBA. Yeah, that is a good. You ain't gonna hit them all.
Very risky parlaying those together, but
you ain't gonna hit them all. But I'm telling you, more days than not, the lowest total goes under and the highest total goes over in the NBA. I feel like about 80% of the damn time. I know it ain't that high, but it feels that way. And I feel like if you parlay those together every damn day, you'd be doing pretty good.
I forgot about this until I heard about it yesterday. You remember the Steelers system play from last season? Not this past the last year.
You may have to refresh me.
It hit like 9 times during the regular season. You bet the Steelers opponent to win the first half and the Steelers to win the game. You remember that one?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I do remember
that.
Steelers
would just always lose the first half, and then they were the best third quarter team in the league, and they'd come back and win the game.
Yeah.
They were like the worst second quarter team and the best third quarter team. Why? I don't know. This year, it only hit twice. The first game of the season and the last game of the season.
Gross, dude.
I know.
Hey, I'm telling you, when y'all see those crazy trends the year before, don't think you can ride that into the next season.
Well, I think we can ride it into the playoffs. I kind of like Houston first half Steelers for the game. I'm thinking they found that magic again.
You might be able to do that. It might be a thing, man. I'm gonna be real.
Oh man,
playoffs, dude.
Bro, check this out. I was looking at our contest. over on ESPN. I just want to give a shout out, one to myself, but two to the. So here's a contest I was in.
Shout out one to myself.
Well, I got second in yours, and I got second in mine. I got fourth in Sports Wars Confidence one. That was pretty cool. But so check this out. We'll go to yours first.
Yeah, hold on. What is that name? Read that name out up there. The winner.
ESPN fan 4525-733-824.
If you're out there, you gotta reach out to me somehow, man. I have no idea how to get a hold of you, but if you're out there, reach out to me and I'll get you your free year.
So I wanted to give props to this guy because I mean he had two better picks than me, so we were neck and neck, right? When we were ahead of third place had 139, I had 148, he had 150, so good season. But that's for having to pick. It's so hard having to pick every game against the spread and hitting. This is 54%, which is profitable,
dude, and that's
so damn hard.
If you'll look at everybody else's in there, like that's a really, really good record against the NFL against for picking every game, dude.
Yeah, like being forced to pick. You don't even get to pick it. You have to
choice.
Yeah. This is who I really wanted to give props to. So I got second in here with obviously the same record. This dude, Wheeze, 159, 113.
Dude, and he came out of nowhere, I feel like. I don't feel like that guy's been up there.
59.
Dude, I'm telling you, and look at his last few weeks there. I feel like he didn't go under 80 in a week for like 2 months or something. Because he came roaring back up that list. If I recall correctly.
That's 58.4%
on every game against the spread in the NFL. That's incredible, dude. I hope you were betting those straight up too, Weez.
Oh, you know he was.
I hope he was. I hope he bought a house.
2 of them.
2 of them.
Sporting says, I improved over last year, was exactly 50%. Hey, that's beautiful. Love it.
Getting better all the time.
Yeah.
Love that. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
We got some sharp folks around here, dude.
We sure do. That's what I love about, like, we all work together on this stuff because, you know, we'll see in the communities and whatnot, people will have an angle on something that you have no idea about. And you're like, oh, I'll tail that pick with you.
Dude, y'all throw ideas in here all the time on stuff. You, Steps, Beardo, Ghost, Grass, everybody we do shows with. And then all the chat in here, y'all throw some little things, especially on like the round table. Y'all be throwing little things in there and stuff. And I'm like, man, I wasn't even thinking about that angle. We couldn't make it without the chat, bro.
Yeah. And look how this is why I tell people to always enter. If you're thinking about getting into sports betting, the first thing you should do is join a free contest like this and realize so you can see how hard it is to pick against the spread. There's 40 people in this contest. I believe it was 40, right? Yeah, 40. Only 10. So 25% of them finished above 500. It's hard.
It is hard, man. And y'all should know. Dang, I found out finishing
6.
6? Okay. Man, I tell you, it's hard to do that. It is hard to do that. I promise you, they're not giving this money away, man. If gambling was easy and everybody could not work real jobs and stuff like that, they'd do it. But it ain't that damn easy.
And I heard you talking about the game, but Illinois State, Montana State in Nashville on a random Monday night in January.
That's what it felt like, dude.
I didn't even think it was going to be a game, but dude, there's just some people that just want it more, you know?
Oh, let's go. I love these.
So good. We got to go.
Watch this. First of all, be an athlete, make a play. Here he goes.
Yeah, 34. What are we doing?
Hurdle.
Oh, my God. That's a
catches himself. And the dive.
That deserved a national championship.
That dude wanted it.
34 for Illinois State. You're the reason you don't have a national championship.
Here's a summary of the end of the game. Fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. Illinois State ties the game on a 25-yard TD on a 3rd and 9. 57 seconds left in the game. Montana State blocks Illinois State's 37-yard field goal attempt, picking it up and returning it to the other 45-yard line. 22 seconds left. Montana State snaps the ball over their QB's head for a loss of 20 yards, killing any hope of a field goal attempt.
This,
Overtime.
this game's on meth.
Overtime. Illinois State gets the ball first, scores touchdown, but then has their extra point blocked. Overtime. Illinois State's defense holds up for 3 downs, forcing a 4th and 10. Then Montana State throws a 15-yard TD. Due to the blocked extra point, Montana State's extra point ends up being the walk-off winner. And here's that pass.
And that's what I'm saying. Look at this, man. I don't know how this guy winds up being this wide open.
I mean, it was a beautiful route and play call right here.
It was beautiful throw too, dropping the bucket. Dude. Look at that. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, he comes from inside out, and he's just
think about being this guy right there. The guy's catching the ball. He's watching that the whole way floating in the air. Just don't screw this up, bro. This is for a natty. Let's go.
You know that those memes that go around of like, what do guys think about when they're lifting, and it's a guy like about to like squat all this weight or something like that. And it's like, if I don't get this squat, my family's gonna die, or something.
Yeah.
Guys thinking if I drop this ball, I'm a pussy.
If I drop this ball, I will never ever. I have to move out of the entire state of Montana. I will not be allowed back.
Yeah. So hey, congratulations, Montana State, first natty in 41 years.
Dude, I know. They had a chance to win one a few years ago. I think Illinois State did too. It goes back like 15 years or something. But did you know North Dakota State's won something crazy like 14 of the last 20 FCS?
Oh yeah.
Or something?
Yeah. Oh, they went on that crazy run. I think they won like 9 out of 10 years.
That's why I thought Illinois State was the team of destiny, because they wound up going to North Dakota State up there in Fargo, man, and they wound up scoring late in that game, going for 2 to win it, just like the Girard Indians did, winning it 29-28. How is it somebody goes for 2 and wins the game? It's always 29-28.
I don't know. There's a couple things we forgot to talk about yesterday in the NFL. I didn't see this live, but Warren Sharp tweeted about it. So the Colts ran a fake punt on 4th down, and they converted it. Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you.
The next play, on 1st and 10, they left their punt team out on the field and ran a fake punt again. Texans had no idea what they were doing, were confused. They completed back-to-back fake punts, one being on 1st down.
Defense, dude. Just line up in your defense. What are we doing?
I haven't seen this yet. So, okay, here's the 4th down that they converted on 4th and 5, right? So, fake punt, just throws it up in the air.
Golly, that punter laying in the bucket to Mo Alley Cox.
I know, right? Then they leave their.
Is that Pat McAfee out there?
Yeah.
Look at this. And then we ran a fake punt again. What's the flag?
Yeah. Oh.
Defense didn't even know what to do.
Yeah, defense didn't know what to do, so they had 12 men on the field. So they got a 1st and 5 out of it.
Dude, this is the first time I've seen that middle of the field logo for Houston. What the hell is that?
That's their new H.
Well, it ain't big enough.
No?
That looks entirely too small for the 50-yard line of an NFL game.
Well, they're just a poor NFL team, all right? Don't have all that money.
I'm sorry, but yeah, the Texans are dead to rights. You give up 2 fake punts in a row, you deserve what you get.
Let me see if I can. Oh, you know how we were talking about the Browns yesterday and their stats? Like they were up 2 touchdowns with only like 3 first downs or 2 first downs or something like that, right? Never forget this game from 2002. The Texans win 24-6. Look at the team stats.
They got 3 first downs and scored 24 points. Hell,
yeah.
The Steelers had the same amount of first downs that they had points.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
They ran 40 plays to the Steelers 95. They had 47 total yards of offense to Steelers 422.
How do you lose this football game?
They lost the yards per play 4.4 to 1.2. And somehow the Texans won this game 24-6. That is the NFL for you, folks.
Well, they have 2 defensive tutties and like a special teams tutty or something.
I don't know. Don't need to know. Just know this is the NFL. This is why you could handicap, look at all the stats, look at what's supposed to happen, and you'll never know what's going to happen.
You can't factor that in, dude. You can't. You could have took the Steelers in that game, and everything about your handicap would have been right.
More than the final score. That's why I think it's so rewarding when you hit like a same game parlay, because it's so damn hard to get everything right.
Dude, that's why I tell people don't go crazy on them damn things. You don't realize how hard it's hard to hit 3 or 4 picks, period. It's really hard to hit 3 or 4 picks in the same game. Good morning, Alyssa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, breaking news.
Oh, yeah, we had some coaches fired yesterday. Pete Carroll got fired. I wasn't shocked by this, but I guess apparently some people were. I was talking with the guys on Sports Wars yesterday about it. I think them having the number 1 overall pick is what kind of sped this up. I think they planned on keeping Pete for 2 out of the 3 years they signed him for, but when you have the number 1 pick and potentially could be drafting a QB, you probably want to have a coach in there that wants to tie themselves to that QB. Obviously, Pete doesn't want to deal with a rookie QB at his age, right?
Right. He wants to go surfing.
Fingers crossed so that they trade it to the Cardinals.
I think they should.
This is crazy, dude. There have been over 60,000 field goal attempts in NFL history.
I read this stat when you reposted this. I cannot believe this, dude.
There have been over 60,000 field goal attempts in NFL history. Tyler Loop's miss on Sunday night is the only one of those attempts that came as time expired in the fourth quarter in the final week, with both teams' playoff hopes resting solely on the results of the kick.
That is insane to me, dude. I read that yesterday, and SD was just waking up, and I was like, babe, you got to hear this stat.
Yeah.
I was like, that's unbelievable to me, man.
You ever just say random shit to her, but that she has no idea? I do it to my wife all the time. It's hilarious.
You talk about just stats or?
No, like the other day I go, I was like, Court. She's like, what? And I'm like, they fired Raheem Morris. And she just looks at me. She's like,
no, but I'll start.
She goes, who? I go, Raheem Morris. They fired. Can you believe they fired Raheem Morris? Oh my God. She's like, the hell are you talking about? I go, Atlanta Falcons head coach. And then she'll just roll her eyes and walk away.
And just fuck.
I do that all the time.
You know what? It looks like the Titans dumbasses are going to try to hire him.
No, they're going to. I saw the favorite was Matt Nagy.
Okay. They said they were going to interview Raheem Morris too, which, I mean, hell, all these guys get interviewed at this point. And, I mean.
Rooney rule.
And in reality, too, I mean, the man did go 8-9. They finished pretty strong down the stretch there. I mean, I don't think Raheem Morris is the answer. I didn't like him when he was my head coach. But at the same time, I'm like, well, at least worth an interview, I guess. Because what you just did out there with that coach that you hired when you got your guy, you fired him before he was even halfway through the contract.
Yep. Kevin Stefanski's out. He's going to get a job immediately if he wants one. Browns or with the Giants. I think Giants would get him.
As a head coach or coordinator?
Head coach.
You think they're going to hire him? How do you
feel
about
it? Anyone that can win Coach of the Year twice by coaching the Browns, dude,
right?
Probably a pretty damn good coach,
right? I'm like, the bar can't be as high in Cleveland as it is in some other places, and I feel like that man, given the resources he had available to him, done decent.
So I set up my Rumble wallet. Those of you who don't know what that is, Rumble now, if you're in the program, it's going to be released to everyone soon. But there's this thing called a Rumble wallet. And it's another way that you can tip creators and whatnot. So if you go over here, right here in this tip thing right here, click tip. You can scan that, and you can, from your own Rumble wallet, tip your favorite content creators, right, with crypto. So I set it up a couple weeks ago. I haven't got any tips or anything, but yesterday, shout out to I got a notification on my way to work. I obviously wasn't checking it until I got to work. But I got this. I got a tip, a $1 tip from over on the wallet. It was pretty cool from Soso. I don't know how to say your name, but we're gonna say Soso. Shout out to Soso. Thank you for the $1 tip. That made my day yesterday.
Shout out to
you popped my Rumble wallet crypto cherry.
All right. I thought that was Jamie for a second there, that crazy name.
It might be. I don't know.
Soso. Shout out to Soso though.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Guess what? I'm leaving it in there. I'm gonna let that baby grow.
Absolutely, man. As long as you have that, you'll never be broke.
Exactly. But yeah, shout out. That was pretty cool. That Rumble wallet is actually really sweet. The things you can do in there. Okay. I did make a list of things for us to talk about. First, I want to talk about this though before we get into all that stuff. I've seen the future, Craig. You ready to make some early predictions?
Sure.
Have you?
Hey, get that, whatever you channel from the other realm or something too. Get that whole vision thing going. With the first, like I said, get that whole vision thing going where you call out like first tutties and stuff, where you go blind and you see what's going to happen. Do all that shit.
Force it, dude. It has to come to me.
Okay, fair enough.
But I had a vision in the AFC. I had one of those visions on my way home from work yesterday. Now, a little scary driving while these visions going on, but we survived.
You have no idea how bad I'm rooting for you to be the Nostradamus of sports betting.
I think I've seen the future on this one, at least out of the AFC. Everyone's telling me they don't know what's going to happen in the AFC. I think I saw it perfectly.
Okay.
I've got the Steelers beating the Texans on Monday night. I've got the Bills beating the Jags. And the Patriots not only beating the Chargers, we're going to win that thing by 2 tutties.
I think you're whipping their ass too.
I think we are too, dude. The Chargers are terrible at run blocking and pass blocking.
Yeah, because half the offensive line's out for the year.
I mean, when you look at their stats compared to everyone else, it's bad. And now they got to go. Listen, you got to go to Foxborough on a Sunday
in the
cold weather. You're missing your 2 tackles. Your quarterback has a left hand that's all busted up. Granted, he's one hell of a quarterback, but I mean, good luck.
You're playing against 2 guys, one up for Coach of the Year, other one up for MVP. You got the new, Travion Henderson has come along just fine. I think the Patriots are about to boat race the Chargers. Beat them like their own, dude.
I think they are too.
You're just biased.
I just don't. I mean, really, if the Patriots get a lead, do you trust the Chargers to come back?
Tell you, if the Patriots get that lead, dude, I don't trust anybody to be able to come back on them. They get a 10-point lead, and that's a hard team to score on, dude. First leg of a 10,000 to 1 parlay I put together is Chargers losing first round of the play. 10,000 to 1. How many legs we got in that thing, Sporty?
Let's talk about this too. Everyone is sitting there and they're telling me, like, because I listen to a whole bunch of different shows talking about football.
Mm-hmm.
I know this surprises no one. Everyone, the things I heard yesterday. This is just from these different betting shows. Everyone and their mother says they don't know who's coming out of the AFC, but guess what? They don't. You just got to trust your gut, and there's one quarterback that's better than all the other ones out there, so you got to trust Josh Allen to get it done, right? So everyone's talking about, it's a fair point. I mean, who wants to fade Josh Allen, in the playoffs?
I'm sorry. But why are y'all so gung-ho that you don't want to fade Josh Allen in the playoffs? He ain't never won nothing.
Well, Patrick Mahomes isn't there to stop him this time.
I don't think it necessarily takes Patrick Mahomes.
But when it comes to these guys making their picks, everyone said the same thing about Josh Allen. But when it comes to them making their picks, no one picked the Bills to come out of the AFC. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. You guys are talking about the Bills and all this stuff, but then no one wants to pick the Bills to actually win the thing. They want to get cute and pick the Jags to come out of the AFC, the Texans, and that. And I heard no one thinking that the Patriots could beat this Chargers team, which is another reason why I like
nobody thinking the Patriots can beat that Chargers team.
There's so many people that are like, the value's on the Chargers. I got the Chargers money line, blah, 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 blah.
There's no value if it's a fucking loser.
I know. These people think that the Chargers are going to actually come out of the AFC. It just
where do you think where do they assign these sharp cards or these expert cards and all this shit? What do you got to do to get one of these fucking cards? Because I think they're just giving them out in the gumball machine at the fucking red food store.
I don't know. But if I'm right with my predictions here, that would mean the Patriots in the second round will be hosting the Steelers and the Bills will be going to Denver. This is where the visions kicked in. the Bills, after going on the road and beating the Jags, the Bills go up into Denver and beat the Broncos.
I would not be surprised to see Josh Allen get to the AFC Championship again, but I might have to see him win it to get the Super Bowl before I can believe it, dude.
Then the Patriots get a little revenge on the Steelers. They don't turn the ball over 5 times this time, and they beat the Steelers. And now we have the Bills going to Foxborough for the AFC Championship. And guess what? You ain't winning 3 straight road games. You ain't doing it.
I don't think so either.
Got the Pats going to the Super Bowl.
Chris said, it's not Will's prediction. This is Will's fantasy.
Just saying, man. I'm trying to lay this out for you guys, okay?
I don't hate it. And I'm telling y'all, when he does weird shit like this, it usually winds up happening.
I'm telling you, listen, if you really just think about the Patriots' path, if I'm right about this, but let's just think about their path. They have to play the Chargers, obviously. Then they're either playing Houston or the Steelers. Either of those teams that come to Foxborough, I like the Patriots in that matchup. And then you got to play the Broncos, Bills, or Jags after that. Now, if it's anyone but the Broncos, Patriots will be home for it. But even if the Patriots have to go up to Denver for one game, we're undefeated on the road this season.
Undefeated, never lost.
And the Patriots are the best first half team in the league. If they get a 10-point lead on the Broncos at halftime, do you trust that Broncos offense to come back? I sure don't.
No, I don't think that team plays well from behind either.
Yeah. Telling you, the path for the Pats, man. I'm liking it more and more, which you know me, I hate liking my team. I'm usually nervous.
That's the only thing that does scare me a little bit. I like it better when y'all are like, no, my team sucks. They ain't going to do nothing. Then I know they're coming out to hammer time. I like the Pats in this game. I'll tell you, I think the Pats have been slotted. Everybody wants to talk about the record and strength of schedule, all that shit. We've heard about that for months now. Still a good football team. 100%. That's a good football team.
Listen, do you not remember the Broncos playing the Giants?
I do.
That was.
I do.
So many things had to go right. If the Patriots are up 28 points in the fourth quarter, I'll feel pretty good about them not blowing that lead.
Oh, yeah, they're not blowing that lead. Hell, yeah. I remember that game very well, Alyssa. I had my first 5-unit play in the NFL on the fucking Broncos in that game. Ugh.
In the NFC, my prediction in the NFC is Bears beat the Packers. As of right now, I have the Eagles beating the 49ers. I got to wait to see the Niners' health. And then I got the Rams beating the Panthers, which would mean the Bears would host the Eagles. Rams would go to Seattle. I've got the Rams beating Seattle. I got the Bears beating the Eagles again in Soldier Field. And then just like the Bills, the Rams, you ain't winning 3 in a row. I got the Bears beating the Rams at home. NFC Championship.
Man.
I got a collision of the 2 seeds meeting in the Super Bowl.
Bears, you want that because you want to cash that ticket.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, maybe this is a little bit of a fantasy, y'all.
But hey, honestly, I like the path. I like the path for those teams.
Yeah, I think the Packers are in all kinds of trouble. I think the Bears are going to thump them.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
Oh, dude, I can't. What are the Eagles? The 3 seed? I can't send the Eagles out to pasture yet. That's still a chance they ain't.
If I watch the Bears, they have no defense, no pass rush. Neither do the Bills or the Niners, and yet they're in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, and that offensive line for the Bears is pretty fucking good.
Best in the league.
Caleb Williams is playing well. You got 2 great value brand running backs that are both playing like filet mignon.
And you have to look at the matchups. The Bears have already beaten the Packers twice. I like their matchup. They're at home. And then whether they're playing, I guess if the Niners upset the Eagles, then that would ruin my plans because then it would be the Rams going to Chicago in round 2. But still,
you can probably bet the Packers and the damn Bills because I have been slotting the Bears and the Jaguars all year long, and now I'm really consider betting on them. And the first time I do, they'll shit the bed.
Good morning, Ink Skitten. I can never predict how the Jaguar Panthers will do. Silly cat teams. Yes, they are.
You're not wrong.
Yes, they are.
Hell, they played first game of the year against each other.
If the Jaguars beat the Bills, the Patriots beat the Chargers, who do you like in that matchup? Jaguars going to Foxborough.
Man, any of these teams that are playing in warm weather in a dome or whatever, anytime you got to go up to the farthest eastern point of this damn country, it's cold as shit up there. I don't like any of those teams' chances. They just don't play well in that cold ass weather. They're not built for it. So if New England can stay at home up there, I'm telling you, I like that team. And I don't think Mike Vrabel's the type of guy that just gonna not have his guys ready to go,
Yeah. Yeah, so those are some of my early. That's how I'm leaning for the playoff. Everyone's gonna have their own little thing, but I just thought it was funny yesterday. Everyone was like, "Man, you can't count out Josh Allen," but no one actually picked the Bills to do the damn thing. And listen, the reason why I think the Bills and Rams are probably the best teams in their conference, but to get to the Super Bowl, they likely have to go to 3 straight road games. That's not easy. We've only seen it done a couple of times.
When's the last time that happened?
Well, the one that I always remember is the damn Giants.
Oh, that's got to be who it was. Yeah, because they're always like 9-7.
I think the last team that actually did it was Joe Flacco and the Ravens.
Okay. Well, that been like 2012 or something?
Yeah, I think they were a 6 seed.
Okay.
That team was kind of a team of destiny, though. And also, Joe Flacco played the best ball a guy could play for 4 straight games. Like, he had 20 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Just
it's about as good as you can do.
Yeah, just lighten it up.
Yeah,
the Giants did it twice.
If the Giants win the championship, they sucked in the regular season.
You can wish in one hand, shit in the other one. Hey, the beauty of this is we can bet this, and that's how I'm doing. I'm betting this. I'm telling you how I'm betting. Put my money where my mouth is.
That's all you can do.
Grass guy's gonna be so pissed if my prediction becomes right.
You will be a little salty about that.
I just realized today I got to put into work. I'm going to take the day after the Super Bowl off because there's a chance I might be in Florida for the Super Bowl.
Joseph says NFL worst case scenario for Super Bowl: Jaguars versus Panthers.
Oh God,
the Jaguars whipped their ass.
I had that as a topic. I had that as a topic on here. What do you think if the league could script who they want in the Super Bowl? Who do you think the best matchup is that they would want?
Bills, Eagles.
Yeah, I was thinking Bills, Eagles, because you got the defending champs and then you got Josh Allen in there.
They would love to market that one. You might want to put a little bet on that just in case.
Bills, Rams would also be another one.
Yeah, Bills, Rams. They could live with that.
The old guard versus the new guy. Josh Allen, the younger guy, I should say, not new.
I'll say we get a Rams, Eagles, NFC Championship, and I kind of like your Bills Patriots thing there. I do.
That'd be a fun one. I've been saying it all season. I want to see him for a third time, but I don't want to see it till the AFC Championship game.
Bills, Patriots, Rams, Eagles, Bills. I feel like that could be one that the NFL would like to see. They'd love to see Josh Allen in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't trim this thing in their favor.
Or Super Bowl, Jags versus Packers. Yeah, that would suck.
Oh,
Ryan
God.
on the show predicted this one was kind of out there. He actually picked the Pats to win the AFC and picked the Niners.
Could be a good one. I just think the Niners play bad in Philly. That's my only thing. I can't get past that. I feel like the last few times they played out there, they have not looked great.
Yeah, if they don't have Trent Williams this weekend, I don't like their odds.
Oh yeah, especially against that Philly defense. That guy's got to be out there. Yeah, he's got to be out there.
Next topic I want to talk about is out of all these quarterbacks, and that's why I titled the stream this. Who needs a Super Bowl most out of all these teams?
Well, that's easy. Josh Allen.
We sure?
I think so.
I mean, it's a great point. I mean, you got to win one. Window's closing, at least for now. Doesn't mean a new window won't open up in his career, but window's closing, and there's no Burrow, Lamar Jackson, or Patrick Mahomes.
Yep. I mean, I think that you could say Justin Herbert, but I think Justin Herbert is kind of back in the corner behind the 8 ball, whatever you want to say there, with no offensive line, basically. None of his started out there. So I think you can give a little grace if they don't win it. You look, Aaron Rodgers got his. Matthew Stafford got his. Jalen Hurts got his. Caleb Williams probably going to have some more chances. Packers ain't winning that damn thing this year. Drake May's going to have more chances. Trevor Lawrence probably going to have more chances. Not as much pressure on him as Josh Allen. Now, if he gets beat like a drum by the Bills in the first round, you're going to hear that talk kind of ruffle up a little bit too. Bo Nix probably going to have more chances. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers already got his. CJ Stroud. That offense is not really – they're not relying on CJ Stroud to make a deep run in the playoffs. They're relying on that defense. You know what I'm saying? So all the
you could argue, though, also that Purdy and Shanahan need one this year.
Once again, I that would be the next one is the 49ers going to them. And because Purdy, I think the jury's still out. I know you've already paid him and everything else. And I know he's got flashes in the pan where he can find the lightning in the bottle and all that stuff and have 10 touchdowns in 2 games. But then you have a game like last week or a game against the Panthers when he first came back, and you see that too. So it's kind of both ends of the spectrum for that guy. But I think as far as pressure goes, I think it's got to be Josh Allen, man. I don't really know. If you can't win this one, I don't think you're winning one.
But this is such a terrible spot for him to be in, though. You're going to have to go on the road all these games.
Mm-hmm.
You got a terrible matchup in the first round against the Jags, who can run the ball on you.
And they've been hot as a firecracker.
And your defense sucks.
I'm not saying it's fair pressure, but for media, everybody goes, like, I think that's the guy they're going to be looking at and expecting to. I mean, they're going to say that. There was no Patrick Mahomes. There's no Lamar Jackson, no Joe Burrow. How do you not win this damn thing? It's like, well, because
it'd be really damning for his legacy if he loses his first game. And it's not – no one would fault him for losing this game because it's a good Jags team, you know. But, like, when you go and look back on it, they'd be like, oh, the Bills couldn't – he had a perfect – you know, he had no Mahomes, Burrow, any of that stuff, and he couldn't beat the Jags, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is – Josh Allen's going to have to do what – and he's better capable of doing it, but he's going to literally have to be Superman like Joe Flacco on that run. That team is not winning any of these games if he doesn't have a great game.
Is he completely healthy now? I know we had the ankle banged up a few weeks ago. I know we went for one play last week to get that bullshit streak extended. But is he going to be 100% healthy?
I don't think anyone's 100%, but yeah, I think he's going to be good to go.
That's a fair point. Nobody's 100%.
Even when it was banged up 2 weeks ago, he was still running and trying to rush touchdowns in and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. He's a gamer. He'll be ready. He'll be out on the field whether he's 100% or not. I can promise you that.
Yeah. And, you know, don't sleep on him, but we might have, although no one believes it. I don't want it to happen. I don't believe it, but maybe we have a new dynasty appearing up in Seattle.
Good year. But once again, do it in the playoffs, Sammy Dimes.
And no one trusts the Broncos.
Not a soul, dude. Not a soul. A lot of people are low on Bo Nix, though. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, low on Bo Nix, but I mean, you still have Sean Payton and an incredible defense with home field advantage.
And at this point, let's give Bo Nix a little credit where credit's due. Bo Nix has been playing some pretty good football for the last couple of years up there at the professional level, man. Nobody thought he was ever going to be a starter. Nobody thought he would ever be able to win any damn thing. And that guy's been playing. He doesn't get them beat. That's the key.
So the Broncos' only opponents they can play in the second round are the Steelers, Texans, Bills. Because if the Jags and Patriots win, they meet. So out of those 3 teams, they could also play the Chargers if the Chargers beat the Patriots. So out of those 4 teams, I think the only team that can beat the Broncos next round is the Bills.
I think the only team, the Texans defense, just because sometimes you have seen that Broncos offense look a little anemic in spots. And I do still think the Bills, I mean, even the Texans doing what they did last week, giving up to Riley Leonard, I still think top to bottom, that's the best defense in the entire league. So the team that I look in the playoffs that I think has the best defense always has a chance, dude.
Yeah, I just don't trust that offense up in Denver on rest. I think if the Broncos, the one team they don't want to see is the Bills.
And why is that not more impressive to you, Grass Guy? That it's only his second year. That's usually when you have all the learning curves and stuff coming in. You got to figure out the game, the speed of the game, all that stuff. The fact that he's playing this well in his second year, he's only going to get smarter and better.
I'm gonna grab a water.
So that's the thing with me for Bo Nix. Everybody's sliding Bo Nix, going, Uncle Bob ain't high on Bo Nix. But there's a lot of people that have slided Bo Nix, and I'm sorry, but Bo Nix don't get his team beat. He knows he's got a great defense. He knows he's got a head coach with lots of experience in these spots. And Bo Nix knows he just got to drive the bus, man. And he's done that pretty well for the first 2 seasons. And that's usually what you see where you see young quarterbacks not do well. They try to do too much. They've always been used to being the best player on any field they've played on, and they come out in the NFL, and that's not the case anymore because everybody out there is a freaking dude, and you'll see them come out and try to do too much. You see him, you kind of saw it from Caleb Williams last year, trying to make too many plays, wind up putting in bad spots, wind up turning the ball over, giving the other team a short field, putting your defense in a bad spot. And you don't see Bo Nix do that, man. He has played very, very well early on, in my opinion. What are you doing there, bud? Oh, he's walking back out. Okay. Okay. So you're on my side, Grass Guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that's what he was meaning with that.
Okay. I thought you were saying it's just too small of a body of work to judge that yet.
I have on the list us to talk about MVP debate, but we don't need to do that now because the market finally came to its senses.
What is it saying? What's the market saying?
Stafford yesterday was like a -160 favorite after being a +280 dog.
Yeah, you're gonna win it.
I cashed out of my ticket. I bought in at 22 cents. He was at like 63 yesterday, and I said, I'll take that little profit and just not worry about funky stuff happening.
Yeah, he kind of locked it up on Sunday when it was a close game, and he threw 2 more touchdown passes to stretch it out at the end.
Yeah, I see everyone knocking him because he has 13 touchdown passes from the 1-yard line. I'm like,
so?
Yeah, they want to say that like, oh, that should be like
nobody said shit about all Josh Allen's rushing touchdowns from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, or Hurts or whatnot.
Yeah.
Also, I mean,
touchdown's a touchdown.
I think getting 13 touchdowns from the 1-yard line is impressive. It's hard to complete a pass.
You know how hard it is to throw it in that window from the 1-yard line? Everybody jammed in there like that and stuff, dude. Touchdown's a touchdown.
Granted, when you have Devontae Adams, it helps, but still impressive.
Hey, there's a lot of other people that have had Devontae Adams that didn't throw all them touchdown passes to him.
Yeah,
I saw it for the last 3 damn years.
Nevada Maverick wants to see Seahawks and Bills in the Super Bowl.
I mean, that'd be a good game. And maybe it's me, I don't know, but I still think the Seahawks are a bit fraudulent. I think they screwed up. Going to have all these games at home. I think that's a better team on the road.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, doesn't make any sense. Field's the same size. You got most of your fans in your home stadium. Don't understand why they play better than other people's, but whatever.
Yeah, so Stafford, I think, is going to win the MVP. Like I said last couple of weeks, I think he's going to get it. Other thing I have written down here is, did you see that we got potential QB trades this offseason? Like, I think we're going to see some movement that we don't normally see.
Oh, yeah? Who we talking about?
Tua came out and said he wouldn't mind leaving Miami, change the scenery.
I bet he wouldn't.
So whether he gets cut or traded, same with Kyler Murray. Another one, we could see the Ravens. This would be huge, but the Ravens move off from Lamar Jackson.
I don't think that's happening.
I don't know, man. That there's been talks about Lamar in Miami. Could be interesting.
Screw that, dude. That would be terrible.
Well, the Ravens are going to have to do something with Lamar because there's no more guaranteed money left on that contract, and his salary cap hit next year, Craig, $70 million. So they either got to extend him so they can spread that money around, but then if you extend him, you're going to be paying him the highest paid quarterback in the league, of course. Do you really want to tie yourself to another 5-6 years of Lamar?
God, I'm so.
You keep him and you take that salary cap hit, not great. Or you try to trade him. Cut him or trade him.
I'm just so on the fence about Lamar, man. I love that guy. I've always have. Always fun. So much fun to watch, man. But I just don't know. I just don't know that guy's ever winning a damn Super Bowl. I don't care where he's playing.
Let me see. Let me see what we got left on this contract. See how much dead cap they have and whatnot. Yeah, 70. Sorry. It's not 70 million. It's 74.5 million cap hit.
I'm kind of with you, Andrew. I don't know that 70, because you give all that money up in him, you're going to have to cut some other pieces. Probably going to have to cut a few of those guys on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know, man.
Yeah. So if they cut him though, granted they'll be able to spread the money around a little bit. It's $86 million cap hit if you cut him over a couple of years. But it's not 74 for next year.
Yeah, 70. That's a lot. What is the
But if you keep him next year, he's a $74 million cap hit. So you're gonna have a huge cap hit no matter what, and then you can cut him after next season, and you still have a $35 million dead cap. So either way, they're kind of in the same position. If they cut him, it's going to be about $40 million of dead cap over the next 2 years. But if you keep him, it's going to be 74 and then 35. Either way, it's not great.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if you can pay him all that money.
Well, they've already paid him.
They've
already paid him.
I mean, I don't know if you like. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you want to have to use that against salary cap, whatever. But there's a lot worse quarterbacks than Lamar Jackson, dude. Be careful what you wish for. You know, but because you could wind up going in some damn hole of oblivion like the Raiders
cap game, dude. You got to play the cap game. And
what is the salary cap now?
I don't know what it's at right now, but as of now, without it going up, his cap hit for next year is 24.48%. So almost 25% of the cap.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Compare it to this year where his cap hit was only 15.5%.
Good morning, Ghost. Yeah, and that's the thing is it's hard to chalk up 25% of your salary cap for a guy that you've got to be pretty sure is not going to play 17 games.
Also, a guy that has shown you that, like, if he doesn't want to play a game, he won't play. Like, you can't count on him.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I still, and I don't know. I can't speculate on that. I don't know. I ain't inside that man's body. But I'm telling you, going back to that damn Kansas City game this year when they were just getting shellacked in that thing, and it wound up. Now he wound up sitting out for a few weeks after that for the hammy. But I also think that could be just because you don't want everybody to know straight up that you quit in that game. But in that game, it looked like it felt that he kind of laid down on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll stand up at the microphone and tell you he ain't never quit on that team. But actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, compare it to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow next season is $48 million against the cap. That's a huge difference.
Maybe here's a better question, like Joseph's saying down there. What happens with John Harbaugh? Because that totally affects what happens with Lamar Jackson.
I keep hearing everyone say it's one or the other's got to go. Don't be surprised if both are gone.
Yeah.
Or they just clean house.
Once again, be careful what you wish for.
No, I 100% agree, but I think we've seen that this marriage doesn't work between these two.
And John Harbaugh will get up there and tell you everything's great. They're over eating cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving, every damn thing else. But I ain't seen that from on the field results. But I mean, the man did still go 8-9 this year with like 6 weeks where I think his top 6 or 7 defensive players were hurt.
Yeah.
And you still got the 8-9 with a chance. You should be in the playoffs. And I'll tell you what you should do is get a new fucking kicker.
Well, they had a pretty good kicker.
Oh, he was good all year long. That guy was good. He just had a bad spot. That guy was solid all year long.
Tucker. They had a pretty good kicker.
Oh, fuck that guy. I'm over Justin Tucker. Fuck him. Get out of here.
I do think we were talking about on Sports Wars yesterday. I do think it's great karma that because I feel like compared to what the league has held their standards to and the punishments they give out that don't make any sense, a guy wanted a couple rub and tugs, and we're just going to kick him out of the league.
Don't be an asshole. Go to a place they actually sell rubbing tugs if you want one of those and pay for that. Don't go in somewhere where they don't do it and then try to put your pee-pee on the table for the girl. What are we doing?
They had been going on for years, and they looked the other way until he started missing kicks.
Well, don't miss the kicks then. Be better.
I still think he got shafted.
He probably did at one of the rubbing tugs. I'm just saying, if you're Justin Tucker, it ain't like you ain't got the money or the resources to be able to make this available.
You got to admit, it's kind of funny, though. They got a guy that one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, and their season comes down to a 44-yard kick that they miss. That's kind of funny.
It's kind of fun. Ironically funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Browns don't know about Gabriel yet. I do. He sucks, too.
I wanted to show you this, and then we're going to get into losers. I think I'm going to win like $30. After all that work I put in, I think I'm going to win $30 from that, total points, team points things, right?
It was a freebie, though, dude.
Yeah, it was great. But remember a couple weeks ago when I had to pick the Redskins? And they got my big old goose egg. Like, they went for it. Instead of just taking some points, they went for it. I mean, if the Redskins could have just put up a modest, 20 points, right? Not hard to do in any given week. Add 20 to my thing, and I'm in fourth. I didn't get a goose egg, man.
Golly, dude. Unreal.
I'm pissed. If they could have, on the road against the Vikings, they could just put up 20. I'm not asking for a lot,
Not a lot, man.
I'm not asking you to get 30 plus. I'm just saying 20. Can you give me 17, 20? I don't know. You give me 20. I'm sitting there in fourth place right now with a honey bun.
This is why we can't have nice shit.
I know, dude. I just was looking at it and I was laughing. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Good morning, Ripper. Oh, man, that's brutal. The fucking Redskins, dude.
But hey, we have some fun games. We have playoff fantasy pools if you want to join. Playoff pick'ems if you want to do that. It'll be a fun time.
Man, big money, no whammy.
What is this playoff pick'em? What's the prize? Top prize, if you can win the playoff pick'em, I think it's $10 to join. Top prize is $3,000. Top 150 get paid. So think about it. You could turn $10 into $3,000 if you win this contest.
We're going to have to do that.
That's pretty good. Pretty good payout.
I like that. Good ROI.
And then if you want to join the fantasy, you basically just pick your favorite fantasy players throughout the playoffs. No salary cap. So,
dude, I like that.
Yeah.
I fucking love to hate fantasy.
$10 to join this one. You can buy the bundle package too, I think, which saves you money. But
closing line value.
Top prize in this one is $1,000 with but the payouts. Best score each round. So you don't even have to win anything, but if you get the best score, you win $500 in one of the rounds. So if you pick the best fantasy lineup, places, the top 50 get paid overall, and then the 4 places that have the best rounds, I'll get their $500. So yeah, I mean, you have a chance. Think about it. If you have the best score in one of the rounds, you'll get 500. And if you have the best score in one of the rounds, I guarantee you're probably in the mix for the top prize. So you could win the top prize and have one of the best scores of the round, and I mean that's $1,500.
There ain't shit wrong with that, dude.
Let's see. I haven't even looked at what this is. Oh yeah, look at, you can pick any of the guys available here.
I love that, dude. I might play this.
You have to pick 8 players. You can pick quarterbacks. You can pick all quarterbacks. You pick running backs. Like, who do you think is going to get the most fantasy points this weekend?
Okay.
There's something called a Woody Marks.
I love Woody Marks.
Of Luther Burden.
Luther Burden III.
God, this is going to be tough, dude. There's so many good players to choose from. CMC. Big game, CMC.
I'll be careful with that. Not only
Geronimo
in that game.
Geronimo.
Hey, you need to know if you're playing this, you're going to need to you got to obviously pick your spots right, but you're going to need to look for the spots to fade the people like CMC and stuff, because everybody with no salary cap, everybody's gonna be firing all the big dogs. You got to find the unsung heroes.
That's what's so tough about it. It's like you got to know when to fade someone, but it's a double-edged sword because if that person goes off, you know that everyone else had them. You missed
All
out on
them points. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. I suck at these contests, but I love playing them.
You know what? I wondered. You might want. I feel like everybody be picking CMC in that game, and I was reading the article yesterday, the day before, about all the fantasy busts from this year and stuff like that. I want to look at Saquon.
I was thinking about Saquon.
Yeah,
Niners don't have a run defense.
He probably can go for like 200.
This is the Saquon game. They've been saving him all season for this.
All season long.
That's right, B-Mac. Tugger 69, baby. I got my Tugger jersey.
Saquon's about to have like 1,000 yards rushing in the playoffs.
I told you guys that's free money on the floor. You go bet no, Wemby is not going to win. It got down to 63 cents on the no, and then it jumped back up to 80 because everyone's starting to realize, oh, Wemby's not going to play enough games to qualify.
Because they watch the show.
They should. I've tried to give you guys free money.
You did. You said that weeks ago. You're like, there's no way this.
I mean, you got to, you're not getting a huge return on your investment, but it's a return.
It's free money on the floor.
Yeah.
Just bend over and pick it up.
You got to wait a little bit, but just think of it like a savings account. You just put a little bit in when you get a little extra money. You just put a little bit back in the savings account. We'll check in a couple months.
That's right.
Let's talk about losers from the weekend. We didn't get to do it yesterday. I need to get a clip for this too. We'll do it for a couple of minutes. Do you have a loser from the weekend, Cricket?
You started off.
Okay, so losers aren't just like teams that lose. It's just like think of loser mentality, or they do something that's a loser move. So I'll start off with the Jets. Bunch of fucking losers. Not only did they lose the game, but you went the whole season without an interception. You couldn't luck into one interception. And get this, Crick, even if they had got an interception, they still would have finished the season with the lowest interception in NFL history. The record was 2. They couldn't even luck into one. They played Tua twice. They played Mitch Trubisky this last week. They played a lot of bad quarterbacks. And they couldn't
get a pick from any of those guys.
I know. Bunch of losers, Crick.
Bunch of losers, man. Absolutely. I was looking down through here trying to decide who. I mean, Tyler Loop's. Tyler Loop's got to be. I mean, that guy didn't even give that field goal a chance in that. Like, it'd be different. You just barely pushed it and stuff like that. But that guy, for me, and all those, I know he's a rookie. And I know, but that guy's been solid all year long for them. But in that spot right there, I'm sorry, I don't know how you ever get over something like that in your entire life. Even if you make the rest of them and send them, you win 3 Super Bowls or something like that, you still going to go back in your life when you're laying on your deathbed and you're going to think about it. God almighty, 44 yards.
That's probably the longest week of his life.
Oh, it's about to be about 8 months.
Mm-hmm. My next loser, by the way, Grass Guy, welcome to Game On, where the NFL never dies and the contests constantly flow.
Hey, man, that's a good little ad right there, man. We'll put that on there, Grass Guy. All right, Matt LaFleur for kicking a field goal to get the cover against the Vikings with meaningless field goal down 16-0. You can just put the field goal through with no time left or whatever to cover the 13.5.
I think that was because coaches don't want a shutout on the record.
I don't give a fuck what he wants. I want my bet to cash. Bum.
My next loser is Jabari Walker.
Well, tell me why on that.
He is the ref in the Colts game.
Oh yeah,
he's the ref in the Colts game that ejected Alec Pierce.
Do you have a video of that?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay, I want to see this.
So Alec Pierce, who was trying to go for his 3rd touchdown, right here, doesn't get it.
Yeah,
right. And he's claiming that he was pushed before the ball hit him, because once he touches the ball, you can be pushed out of bounds, right?
Yep.
So he's arguing with the ref, and here's the play.
On one of the best days he's had as a pro.
What?
Let's see. I might have to find a better angle of it. So he comes over here. You can't see it from this angle, but right there he bumps into the ref.
That's what they threw him out of the game for?
Yep.
Dude, you're in a stadium with 100,000 people in it. You can't hear me unless I lean down to whisper in your ear right there, especially when the Texans are all cheering because that's out of bounds. How am I supposed to talk to you?
Watch. This is the bump. Right there.
And they threw him out of the game for that.
Yeah.
Dude, the NFL is fucking rigged, man. It is. You got bullshit like that right there. Give me a break. Dude, we're playing fucking football out here, man.
Jabari Walker, the ref in this game, you're a loser.
You're a bum, and I hope you never get another fucking game as long as you live, you piece of shit. Fuck you getting your 5 minutes of TV time.
Here. Yeah, what they're doing with the line, as you guys said, look, it's not a lot of contact, but
that guy's a fucking bum, dude. I hope you never get to rep another game as long as you fucking live because you don't fucking deserve it. Sorry, Grandma. I didn't mean to drop all those F-bombs there. That pisses me off.
Yeah. The rules from the NFL is unnecessary physical contact with the game official. Under no circumstances is a player allowed to shove, push, or strike an official in an offensive, disrespectful, or unsportsmanlike manner. The player shall be disqualified from the game, and any such action must be reported to the commissioner.
Well, he didn't do any of that.
No, he didn't do any of that.
Fuck these guys.
Did you see his stats this year?
Who? Alec Pierce? I feel like he's
47 catches, 1,003 yards off of only 47 catches.
Or to say, what is the damn average? Is that 30? Does that say?
21.3?
21.3, dude. Impressive.
He's going to get paid this offseason.
Impressive, dude. He should get paid. Man earned his money. And they screwed him out of some other stats the other day. What level of the game was that?
Hello, Gray says the Puka's 100% right about the refs. They want to be on TV too.
Agreed, man. Agreed. Like I said, they all got Twitter accounts and every damn thing else too. They like to go to the family gatherings and show off. Fucking bums, dude.
Want to show off. This is the best meme from that. This is exactly what that ref was doing in that situation. Get in there and make it about you.
100%. He had that same pep. That's actual footage from right before the game.
Do you have another loser?
Another loser. Oh, that guy. I mean, I don't even know how I follow that up. The Cowboys. Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
They do. They're garbage. Patriot, you're out there on the wagon trail and everything. These guys are fucking bums. America's team, my ass. They're garbage.
Yeah. Everyone's like, well, it's because they didn't play their starter the second half. Their starters couldn't even win the first half.
CeeDee Lamb that's my biggest loser of the week. CeeDee Lamb and your big flashy smile, you piece of shit. Make a play, dude. They paid that guy. You know what? That damn catch the other day, that one catch for 4 yards, that one catch is probably worth like $10 million.
Yeah.
One catch for 4 yards the last game of the season. You get to go think about that for the next 8 months and all your off-season training and everything else. Go back to the dentist, you piece of shit.
God,
I
in the same game, I also have the Giants as losers.
Yeah.
Giants. You have a chance to get the number 1 overall pick, and you decide to play. You're playing these meaningless games and win the last 2 games and go from 1st to 5th in the draft order.
You know what? Nope. The biggest loser, and it ain't even their fault. All the New York Giants fans out there. There were some that even paid money for this game the other day to go get in the stadium. They had to buy overpriced hot dogs and beers and everything else to go out there and watch their team who they wanted to lose. They wanted to lose, and they go in the stadium. The one game you go in there to hope to see what what you've been seeing all year long, and they decide to show up. The biggest loser of the week is the New York Giants fans, for sure.
I feel bad for New York Giants fans. The last one I have on here, I mean, there's a bunch more. The last one we'll get to is Ohio State. Losers.
Rough week.
I mean, come on. Come on. You beat Michigan, you lose to Indiana. Okay. You've been ranked number 1 all season, and you lose to Miami? Mario Cristobal?
Grass guy, y'all rethinking that thing where I said if y'all could just lose to Michigan every year and still get the natty? Would y'all take that? Y'all rethinking that? How does this season? I got a feeling this season don't feel near as satisfying as last year's. She said, "I accept it." That's fair. That's fair. Listen,
the thing I love about fandom is how delusional we all get about our own team. Grass Guy says it's okay. We don't need that pick.
I should say, what in the world are you saying right there? You need that pick so you can trade it back and pick up all the other spots on your team that suck.
Or just to get the number one lineman in the draft.
That's what you ought to get. But they won't. I was looking at that mock draft a minute ago on there. And we have Jermod McCoy, our cornerback, our stud cornerback, didn't play a down this season for Tennessee because he tore his ACL in a training thing in January. The guy's still going to be a first-round pick, man. We had to play the whole season without a first-round pick.
That's tough. Could have used him against Georgia.
Yeah, you could have used him in a lot of spots, bud. A whole lot of spots. I tell you, we could have used that guy in a lot of spots. But I saw on the mock draft, they got – this is going to be hilarious, too. They got the Raiders taking Fernando Mendoza, and they got the Jets taking Dante Moore. And neither one of those guys is going to be a good NFL quarterback. Lock it down. Same thing we told you about Cam Ward last year. Don't want to hear it.
Well, Graska says we need a coach. You could have used the number one pick to leverage for a trade for a coach.
No shit. You could even do that now in the NFL.
Yeah.
Y'all could have sent that to the Ravens, got John Harbaugh.
You could send that down to Jacksonville for Liam Cohen.
Duval ain't going nowhere, bro. He loves this spot down there.
I don't know. First number one overall pick is pretty tempting to a lot of.
We thought we were going to have to straight fade the Jags for his first interview with the team and stuff. You remember when he came in, he was like, Duval.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to fade that team all the way out, and they're just wrecking folks.
Good morning, Rach.
Good morning, Rach.
All right, Crick. I'm going to get out of here. We're going to come raid you.
All right. I need 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes, and we'll be good to go. Chat, y'all have a great day. Come on over to the Sports Picks channel. See Crick's Corner with me and Grass Guy. We'll let him get here and give his thoughts on whatever he wants to give his thoughts on. But you, sir, you have a great day. Be safe out there on the drive to work, and I will see you in the morning.
See you in the morning, sir. Have a good one. Ooh, it's just me now, chat. Just me. Crick's Corner, baby. The show goes on. They're going to get into the lines of what's going on today. I don't even know. I'm guessing there's hockey and NBA today. I don't know. I need to start. I had someone tag me in on X yesterday talking about hey, what's the Calci combo for NBA today? And I go, I haven't been paying attention. I need to do my homework. Hello says stop drafting QBs and putting them on shit teams. I know. I'm starting to believe. Oh, I got to write that down for tomorrow. Let me write that down so I remember. Not taking young QBs. That's a little tease for tomorrow. I think a lot of these college teams need to go buy a quarterback instead of getting the number one high school prospects to sign. We'll talk about that tomorrow with Crick. Get his opinion on it. You guys are killing me with this Stafford MVP discussion. I'm telling you, man, he's going to win the damn thing. I think both guys are deserving, but I think Stafford's going to get it. Led the NFL in passing yards and TDs. No quarterback that's thrown over 45 touchdowns has ever lost or not won an MVP other than Drew Brees, but that's because Aaron Rodgers won it, and he also threw for 45. So we'll see. We'll see. The betting market agrees. Stafford's back to being the favorite. And I'm a Patriot fan, So, I mean, it's going to be a win-win for me. Either way. I'll either be right about Stafford or my guy's going to win the MVP. You know what I mean? All right, we're rating them. Get over here. Say hello. Hop in the chat. Repost, like, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. Listen, the show doesn't end when this show ends. The show just continues on over there. You get another hour and a half of this beautiful sports talk, and you get to hear Grass Guy bitch about me raiding too early, bitch about me making fun of his teams, me talking about NFL and contests. You know, all that fun stuff. But I will be back tomorrow morning bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific or 4:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then, good luck, good gambling, and game on.